Hey everyone, it's a crazy Tuesday night and we are just drinking way too much coffee trying to keep up with all the Port Charles madness. Welcome back to the channel. Let's just dive right into the deep end because things are getting wild. So Ethan Lovett is back. He actually reappeared in Port Charles on the April 17 episode and it was a total shocker. Like out of nowhere, Lulu Spencer was just standing there and suddenly her half-brother is back in town. And I repeatedly asked him who he was running from this time, which is a fair question. Because Ethan is always running from someone or running to a scam. But this time feels different. It really does. Because the Soldier of Fortune is back and the timing is just way too suspicious. We have to wait for all the answers to play out on screen. But we can already predict his appearance is linked to several massive bombshells dropping all over town right now. And Nathan Dean is back playing Ethan, which is great. Ethan debuted way back in 2009. Long story short, for anyone who forgot, everyone discovered that he is the son of Holly Sutton and Luke Spencer, conceived during an affair. Holly gave him away, and he was raised by adoptive parents. But those parents died when he was just a teen. So he had a really rough start. Ethan is Luke's son on General Hospital, and he acts exactly like it. He has that same rogue energy. Along the way, Ethan even married into the Quartermaine family. He flirted heavily with Sonny Corinthos, and he mixed it up with Helena Cassadine, because of course he did. After a kidnapping gone totally wrong, Ethan left Port Charles. We didn't see him for a long time. Then we next saw him in 2020 Inches Monte Carlo, and then again in 2023 as a Cassadine captive. But now he is back, and we have a few guesses as to what brings him back to the canvas. Is Ethan baby Phoebe's dad? That is a huge question floating around right now. Could it be that Ethan is actually the father of baby Phoebe? Maybe. Think about it. Ethan left a very strange voicemail on the pier recently, and it really sounded like he was connected to Delilah Wilson. Delilah met a really grim fate. But what if Ethan was involved with her before she died? What if he is the father of her baby and he doesn't even realize it yet? That would be crazy. Because right now, Brooklyn Quartermaine and Harrison Chase are trying to foster Phoebe. They just got conditionally approved by Willow Kane. Even though Brooklyn is currently secretly involved in a massive hit-and-run cover-up with Tracy. So if Ethan is the dad, that whole Quartermaine house of cards is going to come crashing down hard. But there's another angle that could also be in play here. And it involves the whole Cassius Faison mystery. Because Nathan's twin is currently impersonating him. Cassius is pretending to be sweet cop Nathan West. And it's entirely possible that Cassius and Ethan have a connection. Or a collision course. Nathan Dean actually talked to TV Insider about Ethan's return. He said some really interesting things. He said, he's definitely changed a little bit. We know that some other mysterious people have been popping up in town. As we start to learn a little bit more about them, maybe we'll reveal the real reason why he is back as opposed to just, oh, I miss my friends and family. So read between the lines there. Mysterious people popping up. The real reason he is back. He isn't just here to eat at Kelly's and say hi to Lulu. He has a mission. And coincidentally, when Jen Sidwell debuted, he had Ethan's half-brother Lucky Spencer in his clutches. Sidwell was basically torturing Lucky, and he was stringing Holly Sutton along too. Sidwell almost wiped Ethan's mother off the map completely. So Ethan has a massive grudge against Sidwell, a really big one. And Cassius is heavily involved with Sidwell right now. Cassius is doing Sidwell's dirty work, and Cassius is involved with Lulu. He is dating her, posing as Nathan. And we know Ethan won't stand for any shenanigans from the man his sister loves. Is he here to warn her and maybe take on the bad guys at the same time? I mean, look at Lulu right now. She is so stressed out. Rocco Falconeri has an infected hand. She had to rush him to the ER. And Rocco was hiding the massive secret that he was the one who shot Ross Cullum on the pier. Jason Morgan took the fall and is sitting in WSB custody right now. And Cassius knows the truth. Cassius just told Britt Westbourne the truth about Rocco, so Cassius is holding all the cards. But if Ethan finds out that this fake Nathan is manipulating his sister and sitting on a secret that could ruin his nephew's life, Ethan is going to explode. He will absolutely destroy Cassius, and that is exactly what we want to see. And then you have the Sonny Corinthos factor. Ethan went to Sonny's house, he caught up with Kristina Corinthos Davis, and then he made it clear he wants to talk to Sonny about a job. Ethan wants to work for the mob boss, but it isn't just about money. Sonny needs an ally right now, because Jen Sidwell is out of control. Sidwell is blaming Sonny for Marco Rios getting murdered. even though Ross Cullum is the one who stabbed Marco. But Cassius planted the idea in Sidwell's head that Lucas Jones might be guilty, so Sidwell is just a loose cannon. He even blamed Sonny for Jordan Ashford's horrific car crash on Route 91. Justine Turner had to warn Sonny that his life is in extreme danger. So Sonny needs muscle. He needs someone who isn't afraid to play dirty. And Ethan is perfect for that. Ethan hates Sidwell. Sonny hates Sidwell. It is a match made in heaven. They're going to form an intriguing alliance to plot Sidwell's downfall. And honestly, Sidwell deserves it. The guy is terrifying. He just told Ezra Boyle that he is expendable. He is threatening Laura Collins. He is using Ava Jerome. He is just a menace. So Ethan teaming up with Sonny to take down the big bad guy is a great storyline. I just hope they actually pull it off before Sidwell hurts anyone else. Because Lucas is in grave danger right now, living at Windermere with Sidwell and Pascal. Pascal wants to murder Lucas to avenge Marco. It is a total mess. But wait, there is more. Because we can't forget about Jacinda Bracken. Jacinda is Michael Corinthos' new girlfriend, and Willow Kane absolutely hates her. Willow is threatening Jacinda at Crimson, telling her to stay away from Wiley and Amelia, calling her a bad influence because of her past. But Jacinda keeps talking about her trip to Australia. And Ethan has been all over the world. What if Ethan and Jacinda cross paths in Australia? What if they pulled a con together? It would make total sense. Jacinda is sneaky. Ethan is sneaky. If Ethan shows up and recognizes Jacinda, that could give Michael the upper hand against Willow. Because Brendan already offered to supply Michael with information if Jacinda can pry Valentin info out of Charlotte Cassadine. It is all connected. Every single piece of the puzzle is connected. And speaking of connections, the Kristina reunion, Ethan and Kristina had a really flirty catch-up session. They brought each other up to speed, and it was cute. Kristina used to have a massive crush on Ethan years ago. Back when she was dealing with her abusive boyfriend, Kiefer Bauer, Ethan was so protective of her back then. But he put her in the friend zone because she was too young and it was too messy. But now, they are both adults. They have both been through so much. Could they actually spark a real romance this time? It would be complicated. Especially if Ethan turns out to be baby Phoebe's dad. Or if he has a secret past with Jacinda. Kristina would be caught right in the middle of all that awkwardness. But it would be great television. And we also have to talk about Tracy Quartermaine. Ethan had a reunion with Tracy. And she told him how much he reminds her of Luke Spencer. Which is true. Ethan is basically Luke too. And Tracy loved Luke. So seeing Ethan brings up all those old feelings for her. But Tracy is also in full crisis mode right now. Brooklyn confessed to her that she hit the guardrail the night of Jordan's crash. Brooklyn had been drinking wine at Charlie's pub. She was tipsy. She hit the rail and kept driving because she was scared of a breathalyzer. She didn't even realize Jordan and Curtis had crashed right next to her, and now Tracy is forcing Brooklyn to cover it up. She told her to never breathe a word to Harrison Chase, which is terrible advice because cover-ups always end in disaster on soaps. Always. So imagine if Ethan is baby Phoebe's dad, and he comes looking for his kid. He walks right into the Quartermaine mansion, right into the middle of Tracy and Brooklyn's massive hit-and-run cover-up. He would have so much leverage over them. He could blackmail them. He could take his baby back. He could do anything. Ethan is a survivor. He knows how to play the game. And the Quartermaines are incredibly vulnerable right now. Ned is just walking around talking about how excited he is to have a baby in the house. Totally clueless. While his daughter is having a nervous breakdown in her bedroom. It is just prime soap opera drama. But let's circle back to the Cassius Faison thing. Because I really think this is the main reason Ethan is back. Nathan Dean said he's back for a real reason, not just to visit. And Cassius is the biggest threat in Port Charles right now. He's fooling everyone. Well, almost everyone. Jocelyn Jax is getting suspicious. She pumped Cassius for information about Caesar Faison at the gym, and Cassius slipped up. He dropped his sweet Nathan act and got really intense. And Jocelyn is a WSB agent. She knows something is wrong. She even went to Valentin Cassadine to talk about it, so Jocelyn is digging. But Jocelyn is also in danger because Ross Cullum might remember she was in his ICU room. But Ethan doesn't know any of that yet. All Ethan knows is that his sister Lulu is dating a guy who looks exactly like her dead husband. That alone is weird. But if Ethan starts digging into Nathan and realizes he is actually the son of Cesar Faison, the evil twin, Ethan will lose his mind. He will do whatever it takes to protect Lulu and Rocco. Especially since Rocco is currently hiding the fact that he shot Cullum. If Cassius tries to use that secret against Lulu, Ethan will step in. Ethan is a soldier of fortune. He knows how to handle guys like Cassius. He won't play by the rules. He will just take him out. And that ties right back to Jen Sidwell, because Cassius works for Sidwell. So if Ethan goes after Cassius, he is going after Sidwell's organization, which means his alliance with Sonny is going to be crucial. Sonny has the resources. Ethan has the skills. Together, they can dismantle Sidwell's entire operation. And maybe they can finally free Jason Morgan from WSB custody. Because Danny Morgan is losing his mind trying to get his dad back. Danny even tried to join the mob. He went to Sonny and asked for a job. Sonny said no. But Danny won't let it go. He wrecked Charlotte's car. He caused the crash that injured Jordan. He is a mess. If Ethan can help take down Sidwell and bring Jason home, he will be a hero. It is just so much to process. So many moving parts. But that is why we love this show. The writers are weaving all these threads together. Ethan's return is the catalyst. He is the wild card that is going to blow everything up. Whether it is the baby Phoebe mystery, the Jacinda con job, the Cassius fake identity, or the Sidwell revenge plot. Ethan Lovett is right in the middle of it all, and I am here for it. Every single clunky, messy, dramatic second of it. I just keep thinking about that quote from Nathan Dean, mysterious people popping up. Who else is he talking about? Is there someone else coming to town? Maybe someone connected to Delilah or someone from Monte Carlo. We just don't know yet. But the anticipation is killing me. I am going to be glued to my screen every single day. Watching Ethan flirt with Kristina. Watching him plot with Sonny. Watching him figure out that Cassius is a total fraud. It is going to be epic. So, yeah. That is the breakdown. Ethan is back. He is angry. He is looking for a job. He might be a dad. He might be a con artist. He is definitely a protective brother. And he is about to make Jen Sidwell's life a living hell. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think Ethan is Phoebe's dad? Do you think he will expose Cassius? Or do you think he is just going to run away again when things get too hot? I honestly don't know. But I can't wait to find out. Stay tuned, guys. It's going to be a bumpy ride.